The controversy surrounding a $10 million payment to the Hope Florida Foundation from a Medicaid settlement has overshadowed the final weeks of the regular session in Tallahassee.
Yeah, Governor Ron DeSantis is again defending the welfare assistance program started by his wife, as a key House Republican lawmaker says his subcommittee is ending its investigation. WESH 2 investigative reporter Justin Shecker live in the studio now to break this down for us. Justin.
Jesse and Nancy, the House Republican who led the investigation, says Medicaid settlement money was funneled through the Hope Florida Foundation into the hands of political groups that campaigned against last November's ballot amendment to legalize recreational marijuana. Today, the chair of the House Healthcare Budget Subcommittee, Alex Andrade, shared the following timeline. Last September, he says the state entered a $67 million agreement with the company Centene for Medicaid overbilling. $10 million from that settlement was wired to the Hope Florida Foundation. Then in October, the foundation distributed that money in the form of two $5 million grants, one for Save Our Society from Drugs and the other for Secure Florida's Future. Chair Andrade says those two groups wired a combined $8.5 million to Keep Florida Clean, which is Florida Attorney General James Uthmire's Political Action Committee. Uthmire denies any wrongdoing, and he claims he wasn't involved in the settlement negotiations. Andrade says that's false, and he accuses the governor's former chief of staff and the charity's lawyer of engaging in a conspiracy to commit money laundering and wire fraud.
I know enough to know that there was a culture of deception, incompetence, and a treatment of taxpayer funds as if it was their own kind of personal piggy bank, and that just guides our role and responsibility as legislators going forward. I'll leave the rest of the investigation up to the FBI and Department of Justice.
And this morning in St. Augustine, Governor DeSantis held an event with his wife and others to highlight what he says are the successes of Hope Florida. He calls the House investigation an attempt to smear the welfare assistance program and attack his wife. Now, there are reports that Casey DeSantis is considering her own run for governor. This week, the Agency for Healthcare Administration, known as AHCA's general counsel, sent a letter to legislative leaders saying the $10 million donation to the foundation was neither illegal nor illicit.
AHCA put out the letter with all the documentation, so I would just look at that. It totally debunks the bogus media narratives that were out there. AHCA had to do this. They did it appropriately, and it advanced the policies of the state of Florida, and I think those were very important documents to see.
And this morning's hearing in Tallahassee only lasted about 10 minutes. Both the executive director of Save Our Society from Drugs and the chair of Secure Florida's Future did not show up to testify before the House subcommittee. For WESH 2 Investigates, I'm Justin Shecker. Back to you.